po ay pinapag-usap lang po natin na ang ating phone po ay naka-turn to mute, no? At kung meron man tayong questions, ay pwede tayong mag-ask sa ating chat box. Meron po tayo ditong chat box. Pwede kayong mag-ask ng question or insights po na pwede ninyong i-share sa atin sa group. Okay? Kung meron din pong question, pwede rin pong mag-raise ng hands. Okay po? So, ang ating pong topic ngayon ay pagkilala sa sarili. No? At ito po ay ipapaliwanag sa atin ngayon ni Ma'am Lakshmi Gonzalez. First time sa atin dito sa Living with Meditation. Haribol Ma'am. Good evening po sa inyo. And welcome po dito sa Living with Meditation. Thank you for accepting our invitation. And Haribol po, take it away. The floor is yours, Haribol. Thank you.
Haribol, namaste, Ma'am. Ma'am Mabel. Actually, ako dapat magpasalamat sa inyo dahil nabigyan ako ng oportunidad na bigyang halaga yung buhay na to sa pagsisilbi. Well, yun naman talaga yung dapat maging goal natin sa buhay, to serve. And I'm very blessed and I'm very thankful na meron tayong Living with Meditation online classes, which will definitely guides us. It will guide us to not just, anything, pero sa pang-araw-araw na buhay natin. Well, ang topic po natin sa ngayong gabi is about sa sarili natin. Okay? So, basically, ito yung tanong na parang napakadaling sagutin. Pero in reality, hindi. Hindi siya madali. Why did I say that? It's because most of the time, yung pagkakakilala natin sa sarili natin ay mali. Taliwas dun sa katotohanan na dapat na alam natin. Well, moving forward, and if I ask the people in the crowd, so how many of us can actually answer the question of who am I? Like, are we confident to really say na self-realized soul ako? Naiintindihan ko na yung kaliwat kanan or yung balibaligtarin man ng mundo, hindi ko siya makakalimutan. You can raise your hand. We can go around our neighborhood. And in fact, kung meron tayong nakilala man lang na sa buong buhay natin, grabe no, buong buhay, pa naman natatapos dito sa lifetime na to. Pero mula nung bata ka hanggang sa tumanda tayo ng ganitong edad, meron na ba tayong narinig sa kapitbahay natin, mga kamag-anak natin, na talagang parang deeply tinatalakay itong topic na kung sino talaga tayo? Ako sa akin, personally, parang bihira. Okay? Lahat ng mga nakasalumuha ko, even yung mga teachers ko before, they would even tell me, and they would even push this idea na gawa lang tayo actually sa material na bagay. Okay? But now, going back to this basic question of who we are, it's very, very, very basic. It's true. But it is also very, very, very important. And why is that? Bakit important siya? One thing is, when we know who we are, it eliminates the fear, most of the fear that we have. Okay? It unburdens you. It liberates you actually of this ignorance. And you can see your path, your surrounding very clearly. Your perspective is turned around, parang nag-iba ng husto just by this basic understanding of who we are. Another one is, this may sound really crazy, but when a person really knows, or should I say understand, or should I say realize kung sino talaga siya, this basic knowledge of our identity anchors us in the most trying challenges in our lives. Kumbaga, bagyuhin man tayo, kagaya na nangyari, di ba? 3 bagyo yan, would you believe? Meron tayong pinanghahawakan. Meron tayong gabay na kinakapitan. And yun yung difference kapag yung isang tao ay self-realized at yung isang tao ay nasa ignorance. When we are in an ignorant stage, we experience unnecessary suffering. It's true. And if we look closely and if we zoom in yung mga problema na hinaharap natin sa mundo, everything that we experience, yung mga suffering, yung miseries, yung lahat ng away, yeah, yung inggitan, yung kung ano man yung issues, makikita natin na yung pinagmumulan niyan ay yung fact na hindi natin alam or kilala kung sino talaga tayo. Otherwise, if we know this the science of identity, the truth about our identity, there will be no conflict in the world. There will be no greediness. There will be no wars. There will be an expression or exhibition of true compassion, humility. Kasi yun yung totoong natural na katangian ng isang tao. Now, isn't it so ironic that kagaya na sinabi ko kanina, mula nung pagkabata natin hanggang tumanda tayo, bihira natin naririnig yung mga usapan tungkol dito sa realization na kung sino talaga tayo. But kung susuriin natin, yung evidence na hindi talaga tayo yung katawan ay kumakampay sa atin simula nung bata tayo. The evidences are presented to us even when we were like nandun tayo sa katawan na maliit pa lang during conception. And what are those evidences? Sige, isa-isahin natin. Makikita natin doon sa mga evidences na malalaganap natin. So, sino sa atin na nakapag-kinder? Raise your hand. Siguro naman lahat, no? Parang ano ba yan? Anong question yan? Yeah, good thing. Ano nga bang question to? Pero nung kindergarten tayo, nag-aral tayo ng my toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. Di ba sinasayaw pa natin yan? Now, this may sound like a very innocent and cute song. But if you really look closely, ano yung ibig sabihin nung my toes, my knees? Sino yung nagmamay-ari niyan? When you say my body, so who owns the body? Yeah? Who really owns the body? So okay, sabihin natin, teacher, may excuse tayo dyan. We were just young at the time, okay? We don't even question. We don't ask questions. Pag sinabi ni teacher, maestra, uupo ka. No questions asked. Okay, sige, we go with the flow. We say my toes, my knees, my shoulders, my head. Although nandoon na yun di ba? Meron tayong word na my. Pero hindi mo sinasabing, I am my toes, I am my knees, I am my shoulder, I am my head. Hindi natin sinasabi. Sabi natin my, which refers to a person who owns those. Now, okay. Question. Sino sa atin na nag-grade 5? Ano na namang question yan? Yes, lahat tayo, di ba? Now, doon, sa stage na yon, ngayon nga, nag-advance na yung mga tinuturo sa grade 5 na ituturo na rin sa mga grade 2 at saka grade 3. Pero doon sa grade 5, usually doon pa lang pumapasok yung biology. Basic biology. Yeah? We all know that the cells in our body, no matter how minute it is, how big it is, they are completely changing. Lahat ng cell doon sa katawan natin, nagbabago. Yeah? And this is scientifically proven. Otherwise, hindi nila itututuro sa textbooks. Hindi nila ito ibibigay na ano. But the very, very sad thing in that presentation is sinasabi nila na tayo ay gawa sa material na bagay. We are actually made of chemicals. Yun yung laging pinupush forward ng idea, ng society, ng mundo, na lahat tayo ay galing sa chemical, galing sa material. What's the fault here? Narinig na rin natin yung Big Bang Theory, right? Yung primordial soup. Biglang nag-explode. And then after some time, nag-mix yung mga elements. Nagkaroon ng ganito, nagkaroon ng ganyan, then eventually nagkaroon ng buhay. But the question is, now that we are in advanced technology, the scientists can just collect all of these chemicals and put them in a test tube and shake them. And why can't they make life out of these chemicals? Bakit hindi nangyayari? Kung accident yung pag-create ng life, then it means dapat ngayong modern times na mas advanced na tayo supposedly, so we can just create life out of these chemicals. Diba? It's very logical. But it never happened. No scientist, not even one, has done this. Hindi pa nila nagawa. Okay? Sabihin na, but may mga perfect combination, perfect ratio, perfect ganyan. Pero kung halimbawa sabihin natin, okay, by accident. So dapat rare lang siya. But we can see that it's very consistent. And even this own body that we have is capable of producing an offspring. So hindi siya parang aksidente. Parang makikita mo may pattern ng organization kasi doon. So now the question is, bakit nagkaroon ng ganong theory? Ba't nagkaroon ng ganong teaching? One thing is because hindi natin nakikita agad physically with our naked eye yung spirit soul. I have a student, grade 4. At minsan pinaano ko lang, ina-observe ko lang yung mga students ko. I also teach science. Some basic science lang naman, no? Hindi ko kaya mga matataas. So anyway, we're discussing about the brain. And of course, yung mga lahat ng systems, nakita na namin. And you would see, really, the body is super duper amazing. Everything is synchronized. Everything is perfectly designed. And we were talking about the brain. So sabi, doon naka-explain din. Sa book mismo yan, ha? It explains there and it says that the body is actually a very, very magnificent, amazing machine. Nandun yung sa textbook namin. Okay? And it explains also kung ano yung function ng brain and how it actually coordinates everything. So anyway, going back to my student. No, nagdi-discuss kami, she has to stop me. Teacher, wait. So, nag-iisip siya habang nagdi-discuss kami. Sabi niya ng ganun, teacher, nasaan ako? Nasaan ako? Parang kawawang-kawawa yung feeling. Lahat na nagbago sa katawan ko, pero nasaan ako? Thanks. Tapos, ting, o nga. Now, I have to explain to her that there are actually, in fact, two energies that are present here in this world. Usually nanineglect, or should I say, not usually, but most of the time, talagang nanineglect yung isang energy. Ang pinupush forward palagi yung material energy. But we cannot deny, okay, the existence of the soul, which is also another type of energy, an energy that is utterly important. Okay? So we have the spirit, and we also have the matter. Okay? Kaya kapag nagsasabi na ako sa mga students ko, pinag-uusapan namin, okay, the difference between non-living and living things. Oh my, I avoid saying living things. Why? Kasi parang nagko-contradict sila sa isa't isa. Ang bagay hindi magiging buhay. It will never happen. Okay? So I had to explain to the kids na yung kagaya ngayon, nakikita nyo, okay, nagsasalita ako, nagmo-move ako, meron akong awareness. What we see actually here in the screen right now is a combination of matter and life. Okay? Yung life, yun yung tayo. Yun yung ako, yun yung ikaw. Okay? The thing is, bakit ganun na yung nagkaroon tayo ng idea na ang dami, ang gulo. The material body is actually composed of two things. We have the gross physical body, the body that you see right now in front of you. Hi, ganyan. Okay, ito yung physical body. But this material body is also, meron pa siyang kaakibat. Meron pa siyang kasama. This is the subtle material body. Ano yung composition ng subtle material body na yan? We have the mind. Okay? Sino sa inyo nakakita na ng mind? Taas kamay. Wala pa. Ako hindi pa. Pero yung manifestation kapag magulo ang utak mo, nakikita yan physically. Pero yung mind itself, we cannot see, right? So sometimes nagkakaroon ng confusion or not. I would say most of the time, nagkakaroon ng confusion yung mga tao since we cannot see the spirit with our naked eye and we cannot see the mind with our naked eye as well. So parang naisip natin, malamang yun yung soul. Yun yung spirit. So, ang daming mga iba't ibang haka-haka or idea ang mga tao kung ano ba talaga yung spirit since we've not seen it. Mm-hmm. But it does not mean it doesn't exist. Kahit di natin nakikita ng material eyes natin. How? Yung mind nga, hindi natin nakikita pero nag-exist, di ba? Yung electricity, hindi rin natin siya nakikita pero nakikita mo yung symptoms. Ganon din sa life. So anyway, going back dun sa ating topic. Well, ito lang yung mga iba't ibang ilalatag lang natin. Actually, marami pa mga evidences. Okay? When I said also this body that you're seeing right now, you're witnessing is a combination of life and matter. I had to explain to my children and to my kids, yung students ko na ano ba yung mga manifestations kapag kayong matter, merong influence ng life. Yeah? So, lagi kong ina-avoid sa kanila na you have to call living creatures or living entities, yeah, when you are explaining kung etong particular organism na to is alive or not alive. Para lang magkaroon ng like clear distinction between these two. So anyway, kapag yung matter merong influence ng life, it becomes so mind-blowing talaga. Sino sa inyo ang nag-aral ng yung mga doktor dyan, pag nakita ninyo talaga intricacies ng katawan, you would be so amazed. Yeah? Yung complexity niya, sobrang grabe. And it will only happen because there is life present in it. Yeah? Pero kapag wala na, this material body, by nature's arrangement, yung material na bagay ay laging bumabalik sa basic. It will, when life leaves this particular body, the body will slowly disintegrate, mag-i-stop lahat yung functions niya, yung body magra-rot, tapos maghihiwa-hiwalay, tapos babalik lang din siya sa dirt. It will turn into its basic form. Okay? That is kung wala na yung soul. Pero kapag nandyan yung soul, yung spirit, yung tayo, yung person, we exhibit different symptoms, yeah? We have reproduction, we have growth from within, we show emotions, yeah? Tagain mo yung aso, matatakot yan, mag-iilag yan. Tagain mo yung bakal, wala naman siyang reaction. So you can see. Okay? What else? So, dun sa, kung makikita nyo rin yung mga, ano pa, mga ibang videos. Halimbawa, nakakita tayo ng dead body. If we are the body, diba? Isa pang evidence to. Kung tayo yung katawan, so why do we feel parang meron tayong kaba kapag may katabi tayong dead body? Yan pa yung isa pa eh. Very classic example. Diba? Matanggalan nga lang ng kamay, parang, oh my God, nakakatakot yan. Parang, ha? May kamay ka rin naman. Ang nangyari lang, nahiwalay lang siya. But why do we feel this parang repulsiveness when we are with a dead body, or even the classic one when a person or a pet that you love, for example, dies? Grabe yung heartache natin, di ba? Grabe yung iyak natin, tsaka yung higpit ng yakap natin. Sabi mo, ba't mo ako iniwan? Ba't ka umalis? Ganyan, ganyan. That one is a very classic. Don't tell me na hindi nyo pa na-witness yan. Kahit sa mga palabas, or kahit na siguro sa in real life, na-experience natin yan. But who in the world ask this question? Anong nangyayari dito? Bakit? Nandyan yung katawan. Everything is complete. Andyan yung brain, andyan yung heart, andyan yung liver, andyan yung kung ano man yung gusto, andyan yung magandang face niya. Kita mo pa rin. Pero you feel something is missing, or someone is missing. It's because it is indeed true na may umalis. At yun yung person, yun yung soul, yun yung tayo. Okay? So, this is something that we need to really understand. Yeah, kung sino tayo. And this is actually just the basic knowledge, yung kung sino tayo. Essence ang tinutukoy, ang tinatalakay natin ngayon ay yung essence natin. Another level, yung sa realization is to know kung ano yung position natin. Okay? Kasi, going back to sa experience ko, lagi na experience ko yung sinishare ko sa inyo kasi minsan nakakatuwa. Hindi nakakatawa, nakakatuwa. I think we were discussing one time with my Gopala students, tapos diniscuss namin yung creation, tapos na-discuss namin yung mga ibang scientists, ganyan, tapos may mga scientists, kasi yung mga scientists, actually sila rin yung mga taong mahilig magtanong. Yeah? Yun yung wala tayo eh. Nakita natin na, shush, may nasagasaan, may namatay. Pero hindi tayo nagtatanong, anong nangyari? Bakit iba yung reaction? Bakit yung nagme-med sa kanya or yung nag-resuscitate sa kanya is kumpleto yung katawan? Yung nire-resuscitate niya, kumpleto yung katawan. Pero ano nangyari? Walang nagtatanong ng ganun. Diba? Yung mga scientists dahil makukulit yung utak nila, gusto nila magtanong ng magtanong. Nalaglag yung apple kay Isaac nung nakita niya. Wala. Lagi naman nalalaglag yung mga gamit, diba? Pero, nagtanong siya, ba't nalaglag? Why? He wants to find out. Anong nagko-cause? And then he tried. Of course, this is like a perfect analogy because when we're talking about the soul, this is something that we cannot experiment on. Pero yung sa ginawa ni Isaac, nag-experiment siya or kaya may further discovery siya. But one thing na, what I'm pointing out is, dapat nagtatanong tayo para makita natin yung truth. Diba? Kaya lang kasi yun nga yung sad. Kapag sinabi sa atin, usually, nandoon na lang yung pag-accept natin. Another thing also, yung katawan natin. Nakita niyo yung pictures natin sa album. Diba? Pag nakita natin yung pictures natin sa album, mula nung baby tayo, tapos hanggang tumanda tayo. Like kanina, nandun ako sa art exhibit, pinakita ng friend ko yung baby body ni Bala Dave, yung dalaga ko. And she's like, what? That was me. That was you. That was your body. That body is no longer here. Diba? So, alam natin na nagkaroon ng change. At kung halimbawang papalitan din natin yun, yung mga ano na yun, mga body parts na yun, it does not mean that we become less. Yeah, yung mga tao na naputulan ng paa, it does not mean that they have become less. Yung mga tao na nagkaroon ng plastic surgery, for example, or nasunog yung face, kailangan nila ipaayos, it does not mean that they changed. Nag-change yung katawan, pero sila andun pa rin. That's why yung mga ibang tao, ewan ko lang kung na-experience yun na, merong masakit na pakiramdam kapag kayong mga tao, nagre-relate lang sa'yo dahil sa katawan mo. Diba? Minsan nakikita ko yun sa mga stories, sa mga teleserye. Or, well, it happens also in reality, hindi naman sa teleserye. Itong si Ana, mahal lang ako dahil pogi ako. Pero pagka hindi na ako pogi, iwanan ako nito. Diba? May mga ano tayo, or kahit sa mga magkakaibigan, or let's say for example, nasa crowd ka, tapos hindi ka pinapansin, or trato sa'yo parang trapo, we feel hurt, yeah? Oh, we can deny na, wala naman sa akin yan. Pero we feel hurt. We do. Why? It's because we feel that we are the person inside. Hindi tayo bagay, hindi tayo trapo, hindi tayo unalive, okay? Tayo yung tao sa loob. Kaya may sakit sa atin pag tinatrato tayo as tayo yung katawan. So, another evidence din yan, which actually points to the reality that the soul, we, are different from the body. So, this ignorance is actually giving us so much unnecessary pain. Karamihan din sa atin, di ba? Yung mga nagpapapayat dahil inisip nila, hindi sila magugustuhan ng mga tao kasi pangit yung katawan nila. Well, I'm not saying na dapat magpataba ka. We still need to take care of our body. Okay, another point that we have to understand, this body is when we go and use it for service for a higher purpose, kumbaga. So we have to take care of this. Now, going back dun pala, which parang nabinbin ko yung sa scientist, no? Carried away ako sa ibang point. But going back to the position, because we are talking about the essence, right? So yung susunod natin is yung position. Now, yung mga scientists, may mga scientists actually na naiintindihan nila na, oh, meron pang ibang energy maliban sa matter. Yung mga students ko, teacher, so ba't hindi sila nag-love kay God? Yung ganun. But hindi sila naging absolute self-realized soul. Kumbaga. Well, the answer is, yung self-realization has 3 levels. First, we have to understand our essence. Next is we need to understand our position, right? So, yung position natin, hindi tayo yung dominator. Hindi tayo yung, hindi tayo yung master. The original position of the spirit soul is we are dominated. Okay? We are not in control. And marami pang evidences yan. Pag inisa-isa natin, classic examples, yung di mo nga makontrol yung sarili mong katawan, di ba? Tell your heart to stop beating. Come on. Come on, guys. I challenge you. Kung nasa control tayo, sabihin mo, heart, stop beating. Intestine, stop digesting. Yeah? O sabihin lang natin sa storm, sino nasalanta ng bagyo? Kung may control tayo, sabihin mo, storm, stop. Akyat ka doon sa bubong. No, stop. I order you to stop. Naku, makidlat pa tayo sa taas niyan. Diba? So, doon lang sa mga basic. Hindi nga natin makontrol, pati anak natin. Tayo ang kinokontrol. So, it means that we are not above. Yeah? Hindi tayo dominator. Ano tayo sa position ng dominated? Now, tingnan natin yung tingnan natin yung level. Ay, hindi nga ako dominator. Pero, under naman ako ng asawa ko. Pag sinabi ni Esme, oy, pot, magsampay ka. Oh, di ba? Ano tayo? Ano naman tayo? Susunod. Yes, dear. Tapos sasabihin naman ni Mrs., hindi ako dominator. Under ako ng anak ko. Pag sinabi ng anak, ma, pwede ba akong bumili ng candy? O, di ba? Sasabihin naman ni mami, yes, iha. Sige, ilan ang gusto mo? O, di ba? So, si mami, na dinodominate si daddy, hindi rin pala siya yung dominator. Yung anak yung dominator. Pero tingnan natin punta tayo sa linya. Tingnan natin yung anak. Ano ngayon si anak? Sino magdo-dominate sa kanya? Pag sinabi ni teacher, do your assignment. Tomorrow, kailangan ipas mo yan. Ala, ayun na. So, hindi rin pala dominator si baby. Mado-dominate niya lang yung ibang tao. Pero hindi pa rin siya yung dominator. So, it goes on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, until makita natin na, hindi talaga tayo, wala ni isa sa atin ang dominator. Kahit pag uwi ninyo, sabihin nyo, ang boss ko yung head. Siya yung master ko. Pag sinabi niya, susunod ako. Pag uwi niya, maniwala ka. Pag sinabi ng nanay niya, umupo ka dyan. Uupo yan dyan. Di ba? So, ganun talaga. So, yun yung ating, well, that's the second part. Actually, mahaba eh. Marami itong levels na to. If we just talk about the science of identity, sobrang dami mong makikita. Ang dami mong marirealize. And even I myself, I've experienced this. Would you believe I live in a family? Mula nung namulat ako sa mundo, hanggang sa pagtanda kong ito, naririnig yung katotohanan na to. Na I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm spirit, my essence is, I'm not matter, I am part and parcel of God. I'm dominated. My function is to serve God and this and that. So ito, naririnig ko na to constantly. But you know what? When I was in Davao and na-diagnose yung dalaga ko, yung bunso ko ng terminal illness, that was the only time I realized kung gaano ako ka-ignorante. Na hindi ko pala alam talaga yung essence, yung function, yung position ko. That gave me like a gauge kung hanggang saan yung alam ko. And I came to know na yung understanding or yung knowledge or yung pag-alam mo lang at yung realization is like a world apart. Yeah? Bisan makikita natin yung sitwasyon natin kapag nandoon tayo sa mga pinaka-challenging na situation. And why did I say that? Paano mo nasabing hindi mo pa alam? Because at that time, I was really seeing my daughter as my daughter. But in reality, these are just connected. This relationship is connected to the bonds of the body. Yeah? This is my daughter. This is my husband. This is my. And it's all related to the body. So, dun yung fear ko, yung attachment ko, dun ko nakita na, wow, ko pa talaga na-realize. That's why yung kaninang tanong ko, sino kaya sa atin yung confidently na makiklaim talaga na, alam ko na yan, na hindi ako yung body. It's very easy to say, but living in that reality is a challenge, actually. So, pero maganda na lagi tayong nare-remind. That's why it's a blessing. And I'm very, very grateful sa mga nag-organize, tsaka yung mga naka-invite sa amin. Nabayayaan kami ng ganitong blessing na at least we are reminded of our true identity. And it's actually a challenge to keep on applying this knowledge because mabilis tayong makalimot. Baka mamaya pa lang pagkatapos ng class, sabihin nyo, uy, ang pangit mo na. Sino nire-refer natin pangit? Yung body lang pala. Diba? So, that's it. Do you have any question? Kasi kung punta pa tayo sa function, ay sa position and function, yung position din natin masyadong na well, basically we are dominated, pero yung function di pa natin na touch. We only have 5 minutes left. But if you have any question, please pag deep yung mga question nyo, ipapasok ko kay Hillary. Pero kung may mga questions kayo, any questions, you can ask.
Arbol, sino po ang may question? Pwede po tayo mag-write dito sa ating chat box or mag-raise ng hand. Can't.
Okay. Gusto
Meron
niya
po
yung
dito sa...
function. Yes.
Okay.
A brief explanation lang daw for 5 minutes. So, sige, tingnan natin. Okay. So, brief overview of the function. So, I mentioned earlier that our the science of identity is actually divided into 3. First is yung essence, yung sabi na natin, we're not matter. Yung ating position is that we are dominated, part and parcel. And the function, which is super duper important. This is actually what is the most important of all of these 3. Kasi kung halimbawang alam mo nga na hindi ikaw yung katawan, alam mo nga na dominated ka, pero hindi naman natin ginagawa yung function natin, parang, well, okay na rin na alam natin yung dalawa, pero hindi pa rin talaga eh. Babalik tayo dun sa basics. So, ang function is actually very important because this is the one that really makes us so that we are closer to God. The function of the spirit soul is to be giving, loving service to God. Whether we believe it or not, it's actually the function. And parang kumbaga yung nakadikit na sa kanya, aside from, like, if you give the description of water will always be wet. Diba? Fire will always be hot. So, the soul, aside from the eternity, aside from the awareness, aside from the consciousness, the original function of the soul is to be rendering loving service to God. We're not trying to be parang religious fanatic na yung nag-a-sermon parang pastor. Pero whether you believe it or not, this is actually what's going to make the soul happy. This is what's going to make each and every one of you happy. Kapag tinitingnan natin yung values, okay, we're not like limiting this function to a particular religion or a particular sect. For example, like, sige, kami ditong grupo, kami lang yung magmamahal kay God. Or kami lang yung may karapatang magmahal kay God. Actually, no. Every single one of us, regardless. This is, the soul is actually bonded by a, what's the word? I forgot something, but kinship to God. I have to get yung complete context niya. But when you say kinship, right, parang this is a bond that is unbreakable between you and God. So it's not limited to a particular religion na, kami lang, ikaw excluded. Hindi, lahat tayo. Lahat tayo merong karapatan na mahalin ng Diyos, makilala ang Diyos. Lahat ng values na nakikita natin, hindi niyo ba napansin? Pagka halimbawa sinabi natin yung values, spiritual values, laging pumupunta siya sa religiosity or spirituality. Di tayo nakakita ng parang religious or spiritual na tao na mahilig na merong materialist desires. It's always falling to this field of being spiritual. Okay? So, yun yung natural kasi sa atin. It's like we are fish and it's natural for the fish to be in the water. So our function is to serve God like the fish that is swimming in the water. So yun yung pinaka. Did that answer the question? Mahaba pa kasi. Yeah. Anything else? Pero wala na tayong time. We have 1 minute, by the way. Are we still going to chant after? Pwede naman siguro tayo mag-chant ng 2 minutes. Ma'am?
Okay po, ma'am. Yes po, ma'am. So,
para maano natin.
Meron pa po bang pahabol? While si Ma'am Lakshmi po ay nag-perform ng ending kartan, pwede po tayo pa rin mag-ask ng question. Paki-write down na lang po dito sa ating chat box. Okay? Okay, so thank you, ma'am. Sige po, ma'am.
So mag-kirtan mo as well there.
Okay.
Ang cute ng question ni Mr. Reynold. Galing po ba tayo original sa spiritual world? And the answer is yes. Yes. Okay? A simple answer. Pero kung gusto niyo malaman yung deeper yung intricacies ng answer dyan, pwede natin i-forward dun sa susunod na mag-aano. Or pwede naman kayo mag-inquire din sa organizers ng Living with Meditation. Yeah, okay, thank you. So,
thank you po. Thank you.
2 minutes, Kirtan, ma'am.
Okay lang, ma'am. Sige po.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Jaya Jaya Guru, Jaya Jaya Guru Dev, Jaya Jaya Guru Dev, Jaya Jaya Guru Dev, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Haribo Krishna Hai. Thank you so much, Haribol. Namaste.
Okay, so Haribol. Thank you po, Ma'am Lakshmi, sa inyong pag-guest dito sa amin sa community call, Saturday community call. At sa lahat po na mga dumating nag-join sa atin ngayon. Maraming salamat din po yung sa mga regular. At si Sir Reynold po ba ay visitor or... okay. So si Reynold pala po ay student na ni Sir Atma. Okay, sir. So thank you for joining. Kasi po, meron po, halo po tayo kasi dito sa Saturday Community Call, no? Meron yung mga wala pa silang mga meditation classes at meron yung mga advanced and mga regular students po. Thank you very much po. So, inaanyayahan ko po kayo lahat ulit sa Sabado. No? Ibang topic na naman po at yun na po ay sama-sama tayo po dito ulit. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much. Good night po. Ingat po kayo, Maribel. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Sir Hilary. Thank you, Ma'am Pinky. Thank you, Maribel.
Thank you po, Maribel.
Thank you po,
Ma'am
Ma'am
Jocelyn.
Salamat po,
Maribel.
Salamat
Sir
po, Haribol.
Maribel. Ma'am Marites, thank you very much po.
Hi po.
Okay.
Haribol po.
Haribol po, ma'am.